And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Greg, we're sure to... see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Barnes. Okongwu is out there with Green. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. Now Green, after Brandon Clark missing on that last three-pointer. Here's Barnes. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. In the corner, Ivy with it. Pass to White. 5 to shoot. Sabonis with the ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just like his dad in his time, DeMontis is polished and disciplined.
Here's Pritchard. A beautiful reverse layup.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to White. And here is Williams. Sabonis sets the pick for Williams. Over Barnes. Sabonis against Okongwu. He gets that one. Sabonis has got his second basket of the night.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
Okongwu, the pass to Pritchard. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans. Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And Green gets it to go.
And I'm not sure there's a guy who enjoys physical play more than Draymond. Finishing through contact is just part of the job for that man.
Now here's Williams. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
White against Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on White.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Now here's Williams. Back to Clark. Pass to Ivy. There's the 3. Back to Clark. Now here's Ivy. He's tightly guarded. Outside White. That 3 off the mark.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Taken away by Williams. To the paint. White dishes to Clark. He shoots again, and there's the nice layup by White. White's got 5.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. And fifth on the list is Sabonis.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pritchard passes to Booker. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Okongwu. And the layup's good off the glass. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's White. He's got 5. Pass to Williams. White against Booker. Clock at 6. Right side, Sabonis releases. The shot by Ivy, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Booker kicks to Barnes. Back to Booker. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
And that's that in-between distance for some guys. Booker showing how comfortable he is from the mid-range.
Sabonis, the pass to Williams. Misses the 3.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Shots good by Booker.
And the defense works hard on Booker, and they have to. His pure shooting ability will not be denied.
Ivy, a screen on Booker. Back to Ivy. Here's Pritchard. On the wing, Green. Barnes outside. Phoenix needs to get off his shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing. Yeah, and early on, doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Williams. Here's Clark. White looking around. Good on the triple. White's got 8. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
A moment here to look at the numbers for Green. Last season's performance for him. Last season, put up about 7 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I love having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
White, wide open. He fires. And it's off from 3-point range. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist from Green.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Barnes against Williams. Outside, White. Williams up on top. Still without a basket. Clark a screen on Barnes. Williams dishes to Clark. Green with the rebound. Suns leading by 6. Booker inside. Defended by Sabonis. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. Now, I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Now, right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thank you, David. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds in this game. Pritchard gets the bucket.
That's a nice dime from Barnes, showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
Outside Rozier. Pass to Sabonis. Thompson inside the line, and he hits the jump shot.
Love the floor awareness from Sabonis, capable of finding his guys when they are wide open.
Here's Pritchard. Barnes outside, over Moody. Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Pass to Rozier. Outside Sabonis. Now, here's Moody. From deep three-point land, Phoenix grabs the miss. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
One thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Nance is checked in, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line. And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Now, here's Rozier. 11-point game his last outing, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance. The Suns making a switch here. Roddy's checked in.
David.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Noel. Rozier defending. Okongwu with a screen on Thompson. No good from outside.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Goes up at the stripe. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And it's Rozier missing. Suns leading by 10. Left side, Crowder. Here's Noel. He's covered by Thompson. Noel with the ball. No good with the layup.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Thompson passes to Watford. Back to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Watford. And another miss by Denver. The Suns have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Okongwu with a screen on Thompson. Here's Noel. The rebound by Watford.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Thompson passes to Watford. Inside. Here's Moody. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Suns. 10-point lead. Takes the 3. And Rozier pulls it down. Denver shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Now here's Thompson. He's defended by Noel. Rozier against Crowder. They could use a bucket, and that's good. Terry Rozier for 3.
Pretty reliable from outside. You got to get a hand up on Rozier from that area.
Noel, the bounce pass. Crowder finds Okongwu. Crowder the screen. To the middle. No good there. Nance with some nice D.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Rozier. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside.
Here's Noel. Rozier defending. Pass to Roddy. It's Crowder on the wing. And again, it's the Suns missing. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Sabonis is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Ivy. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's White in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Now, here's Ivy. He's guarded closely. Williams kicks to Clark. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix leading by 7. Green inside. He's against Clark. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Ivy, no one around him. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
White against Booker. Puts up a 3. White with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 7. It's White on the wing. Clark the pass to Ivy. And here is Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
On the wing, Green. Booker against White. 6 to shoot. Booker is feeling it from deep range with that one.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Ivy finds Williams. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And again, it's Denver. And it's the Suns with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. Last season, he played outstanding and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. Now here's Barnes. His last outing, he had 18 points. It's White on the wing, defended by Booker. And White kicks to Clark. Denver passing it around. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Ivy.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Pritchard. Ivy defending. Green passes to Pritchard. Back to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Ivy passes to Sabonis. Ivy with a screen for Sabonis. Back to Williams. White against Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Now, here's Green. He has 7. Back to Booker. Over White. That's good from Booker on the assist from Green. And it's 13 points for Devin Booker. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Here's Pritchard. Back to Booker. Pass to Sharp. Nice D from Sabonis. And so White will bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 3. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns. And the shot goes down. Sabonis has got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Booker from the arc. And you know who? Devin Booker.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continues to add to that.
Basket good. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Back to Booker from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Ivy. White setting the pick for Ivy. Buries it from 3-point range. Ivy's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Arc against Green. Booker. Fantastic finish by Booker.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Outside Williams. Back to Ivy. Missed inside. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Booker is screen on Ivy. There's the drive. Here's Pritchard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Suns lead. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Ivy passes to Williams. Lets it go with a 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Pass to Sharp. Now Booker. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Here's Pritchard. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. A three from Barnes sinks the three-pointer. Barnes has got 5.
In the always evolving game of Barnes, I like seeing him waste no time there, letting that one go.
Up top, Sabonis. It's White on the wing. Sabonis sets the pick for White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Suns leading to the inside. Now Clark, still yet to score. Now here's White, down low, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Pritchard, Ivy defending, Green the screen, three-pointer. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Clark. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Booker outside. Barnes screen on White. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds in the game. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
A different look for Denver. Larry Nance has checked in for Sabonis. Moses Moody comes in for Jalen Williams. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Ivy. Now here's Crowder. Here's Noel. Okongwu with a screen on Clark. Noel, no good. It's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Now, here's Rozier. He's defended by Noel. Here's White, out to Nance, and stolen by Okongwu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on White. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Pass to Okongwu. Outside, Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Crowder's got his first points in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
White the pass to Nance. And here is Rozier. Outside, White. Nance sets a screen for White. And another miss by Denver.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Noel. There's 53 seconds left here in the second. Here's Crowder. Fires the 3. And it's White with the rebound. Now, here's Rozier. He's defended by Noel. Nance outside. White up top. 9 points last game out. Count it. White's got 17.
Hey, sometimes it's your night. White's number keeps getting called, and he keeps coming through.
Pass to Okongwu. Fader on the way. Derek White has been on display for the Denver Nuggets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with it. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
Looking at the Nuggets, they've already shown they're a strong team. You can see why they're moving up the ranks.
Hey, that's good play calling.
And fellas, you take a look at the Nuggets. A close game so far through the first half.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is...
And that is it for half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. They've got Draymond Green. Also, Okongwu is out there. Barnes out there with Devin Booker. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And here's Ivy. Clark outside. Here's White. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. The Nuggets third.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
That one is off.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
Green with a screen on Ivy. Here's Pritchard. Ivy defending. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Denver leading by 3. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And smart pick and roll play by Ivy. He saw a chance to open things up for a teammate and took it.
As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
He's perfect from the line this time. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. Sabonis' screen on Booker. Here's White. Sabonis kicks to Clark. Off target from 3-point range. Suns trail by 5. On the wing, Barnes. Light covering. Here's Pritchard. He's got 11. Booker outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Clark against Green. Clark dishes to Williams. 7-foot shot, and the shot is good. Williams has got 13.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Thompson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Barnes against Williams. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Okongwu with a screen on Thompson. 5 on the clock. Here's Booker. Sabonis grabs the ball. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And it's Barnes with the ball for Phoenix. Here's Pritchard. Ivy defending. Booker outside. Hands it from downtown. Booker's got 21 in the game.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
Pass to Clark. Ivy with it. 5 points in the game. And there's the drive. And it's off the back rim. No good. Suns have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And the rejection by Clark. Now, here's Ivy. Looking to get it going. Yep, that one goes in there. Ivy's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Wow, Ivy just takes off. That high-effort transition play, that's what will make him an asset moving forward.
Back to Okongwu. Barnes finds Okongwu.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Clark, the pass to Thompson. They get it again. And staying with the play, Sabonis.
And you know Sabonis just keeps coming at you.
Suns trail by 4. Booker outside. Booker gets through the contact and puts it in.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Green against Clark. Pass to Thompson. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. Thompson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Outside, Green. Here's Pritchard. Green deciding where to go with it. Barnes sets a screen for Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Brandon Clark.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
And Phoenix making a change here. Sharp's checked in. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Nuggets.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Nobody near Barnes. Hits it from three-point range. Barnes has got 8 points.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Now, Ivy, 7 points in the game. Thompson outside. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Suns. Okongwu's now got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Okongwu with a screen on Ivy. Okongwu, the pass to Sharp. Pass to Pritchard. Inside and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Klay Thompson, number 1.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Terry Rozier's checked in for the Nuggets. Phoenix also making some changes. Bodies checked in, and it's Crowder in for Scotty Barnes. Nance finds Moody. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. Moody's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Noel passes to Crowder. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And Thompson kicks to Rozier. Lays it up off the glass. Rozier's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
He's a competitor. Even amongst the trees, Rozier has such confidence in his ability to finish.
Here's Noel. Rozier defended. Outside Crowder. Driving in, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Free throw, no good for Crowder.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
On the wing, Thompson. Pulls it up. Phoenix grabs the miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Rozier, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This league, Stan, and you've watched it and coached it for years, has the best players in the entire world. And some guys, though, can kind of be overlooked. Like Terry Rozier, for instance.
Yeah, look, here's a guy who's averaged 28 points a game. He can create offense for other people. He plays hard, was an outstanding defender early in his career. He's an important piece for any team he's on.
And what speed and Stan, what athleticism.
Yeah, no question about it. This guy's somebody who shouldn't be under the radar.
Pass to Crowder. Over Moody. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu.
And here we can check the story out on Terry Rozier, how he performed last season. averaged about 13 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds.
Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Thompson finds Rozier. Watford with it. Thompson outside. The Nuggets with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Crowder.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Okongwu with the screen for Crowder. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Pass to Moody. 1:37 left in the third quarter. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Noel. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. With a tie, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
For Phoenix, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Derek White's checked in for Trendon Watford. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Suns. Denver in the lead. Here's Rozier. The shot's good on the assist by Nance. Rozier's got 10 points.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
1:03 left in the third. 16 feet away. Roddy no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
In the corner, Moody with it. Cranes the three-pointer. He's got 6.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
40 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Crowder. Okongwu with a screen on Thompson. Crowder from outside. Over to the wing. Here's Pritchard. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Pritchard's got 4 this quarter. The Nuggets leading by 4. Now here's White. He's got 20. Beyond the arc. And again, Denver with the triple. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammates. That is pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Rozier's out there with Ivy. Then it's Sabonis. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Okongwu dishes to Green. Okongwu a screen. Shot clock at 6. And Okongwu slams it in.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
To the middle, here's Booker. And the rejection by Clark. Felix Rozier top the key. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
And both free throws good for Rozier. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Outside, Green. Back to Booker. Fires the three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that. Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Barnes sets a screen for Booker. Booker going to work inside.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Rozier the pass to Sabonis. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Booker against Ivy. Fires for 3. Booker no good. Denver leading by 4. Clark left side. Pass to Rozier. On the high post. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Barnes. Yes! And the foul. That one on Williams.
There you see the strength of Barnes. He's really hit the weight room, improving that upper body strength.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Outside, Sabonis. Here's Ivy. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 4th assist in this one. Ivy against Booker. Over Ivy. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Devin Booker. Rozier the pass to Sabonis. Ivy with the bucket.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pritchard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Nuggets making a change here. Lights checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. It's White on the wing. Here's the 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Barnes against Williams. Back to Booker. To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a 1-possession game.
Green against Clark. Back to Williams. Over Barnes. And Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
Pass to Pritchard. And stolen by Ivy. He takes it in, and it's a great finish.
Oh, my.
So explosive. Get used to seeing a lot of that from Ivy. Wow.
Green with a screen for Booker. It's good from the top of the key. Booker's got 32 points.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Sabonis kicks to Williams. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. From past the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. To the paint. Here's Barnes, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got his third assist on the night. Outside, Sabonis. White against Booker. Clark dishes to White. Back to Clark. Just 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Williams. Shoots the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Okongwu's now got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunchen.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. And here in the fourth, he's carrying this team right now. 5 of 7 from the field.
Booker against White. Hit by Clark. Shoots. And it falls over the rim and in. White's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, for obvious reasons, this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in White running the pick and roll.
Booker looking around. He's looking for Okongwu and finds him. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Clark outside to the inside. Here's Ivy. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Booker. White covering. No good from Booker. And Clark has got the ball here for Denver. And here's Ivy. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. Barnes outside. Pass to Okongwu. Booker outside. Good on the three-point shot. Booker's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Suns.
Every chance he gets, Booker willing to take that shot. A consistent three-point shoot.
And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Pritchard. Ivy defending. White against Booker. 6 on the shot clock. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Williams passes to Ivy. Now White. Picked by Clark. Inside. A shot. And that's good off the glass that time. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
A 3 from Barnes. And it's Denver with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ivy with it. Outside Williams. Now Ivy out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. Told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thanks, David. Back to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And the experience helping Green on these possessions, welcoming the chance to sink a big shot.
It's White on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. White's got 31 points.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Down low, here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Williams with the ball. Headed now by Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Now, here's Ivy. D right on him. Right side Sabonis. Just 3 to shoot. Clark kicks to White. Launches a 3. Booker knocks it away.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Huge turnover. At really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Right the pass to Williams. Sabonis' screen on Barnes. Williams inside, covered by Barnes. They get it back.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Williams. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Come! A huge shot to tie it up. Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
Booker. The kick out to Barnes. Knocks down the trifecta.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Williams. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just one. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
The shot by Ivy, no good. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And the 3 off target. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and